Welcome. My name is Shawn Jones, and I'm the CEO of the iNetrapreneur Network. And with me today, I have Kara Jensen, who is been a member of our community. She is an author contributor in our upcoming book, The Art of Connection, which is coming out on February 17th, 2021. Kara, thank you so much for joining me today.
Well, thanks for having me, Shawn.
So, Kara, I know you quite well. We've done business together, but share with us and the world who you are, what you do, and how you're making an impact in the world.
Well, I am Kara, and I own Trifid Online Marketing, and I've owned that company for about 6-7 years. And I love helping small businesses and entrepreneurs become famous. I love putting them together, figuring out what their goals are with their business, and creating awesome marketing campaigns and engaging their prospective clients and keeping their clients around for a long time once they become clients. I'm also an avid outdoors person. I love being outdoors, and I have recently taken over an outdoor nonprofit that gets kids outdoors and learning about nature and our wonderful things we can do in Arizona.
I love it, especially anything that has to do with our youth and helping them. That's definitely my lane. Now, Kara, is this the first time you've ever been a co-contributor in a book? Have you released any of your own books?
I don't have any books, but I have written many articles over the years in different industries that I've been in, and they've been in books and magazines.
Yes. Wonderful. Now, when you first learned about the book coming out, Art of Connection, what made you decide to say, this book is what I need to be in? It's for me.
Well, it sounded really interesting, and especially having that many people contribute their thoughts and ideas about connecting and being an entrepreneur, running a business, and just living life. It sounded like it would just be a really interesting project, and I wanted to be involved.
It is definitely a project. It was a passion of love is what we call it. And it's a book written by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs. And it's filled with 365 thoughts, quotes, and interactive questions to really get entrepreneurs, thinking about what they're doing, or maybe they're kind of on the cusp of wanting to go from corporate America to being that entrepreneur. Because as you know, there's always different ups and downs and stones that get unturned along the way. The quote that you wrote, which you're on May 21st, you shared, there will be highs and lows of interest in any project. The key is to recognize what triggers low time and what will pull you out. And I like it because there are the highs and the lows, and there's always projects that come along the way, especially when you own a business. You start out one direction, and when you listen to your customers, sometimes they take you in a different direction, or they help us see things that we didn't realize or think of before. When you were writing this particular quote, what was going through your mind? What was your why behind it?
Well, I think what it is I run into a lot of people who have started a business or started a coaching program or just about anything. And it just seems that every endeavor that we take is like a relationship. You have a relationship with that endeavor, whether it's the endeavor, a project, trying to start your own business, or a relationship with a spouse, like a new boyfriend, girlfriend. And there's that honeymoon phase where you're just so excited, everything's going to work. You have all these plans, everyone's saying, oh, that's so awesome. Then you start into things, in the thick of it, and always that point where things go downhill, so to speak. Maybe you get a couple of rejections, or something doesn't work, or you have some technical difficulties, and with a relationship with a person, maybe start to argue, or you're like, oh, that kind of drives me crazy, and you lose that focus, and did I make the right choice to do this? And it's very common. Everything we're going to do is going to have that up and downs. And a lot of times it's triggered by just the period of time. Sometimes it's triggered by a certain kind of event, maybe some sort of rejection. Always these little things that will trigger something that hurts us inside and gives us that, ooh, I better stop. This is warning. There's something wrong here. And And a lot of people will quit after that, or they'll push through and then it becomes drudgery and they never quite make it and it just kind of fizzles away. And once you realize that that is just a normal occurrence, then you can handle it better. It's like, okay, this is up. This must be my dip. What do I do now? What did I do last time? Could re-motivate me and get me back on track. That's why I had recently worked with a client who had run into that. So it was perfect timing. It's like, well, this is my quote for this book because it's so common.
It really is. Now, the audience who's going to be watching you right now, chances are they're again looking to be an entrepreneur or they're already one. What is your biggest piece of advice that you can give other entrepreneurs?
Trust your gut. There's going to be a lot of people giving you advice, a lot of people giving you bad advice. You'll have people who are telling you not to do it. Some people telling you to do it and then looking at you with maybe money in their eyes thinking that, oh, they could sell you a bunch of stuff. Trust your gut and your feelings. And when you meet somebody, trust the little hairs on your feeling you get in your gut when you're thinking about doing something. And always ask, be a step for you and wherever you want to get to. Just so you're doing the right kind of advice.
I love it. Definitely go with your gut. And it's interesting. I've talked to some of the other authors in the book, and some of them have said the same thing. It's all about your gut. If it doesn't feel right, go just listen. And that's going to keep you out of trouble quite often. So I know it's proved me right over the years too. So if somebody would like to talk to you more about your personal business and things that you can do to help them, how can someone get in touch with you?
They can go to my website at triffidonline.com. They're free to call me at 602-309-2517. I also accept text messages. I'm on everywhere, LinkedIn, Facebook. If you just Google my name, you're going to find me.
Wonderful. Well, I want to thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for being a part of the book, sharing truly a piece of yourself. I mean, you're leaving a legacy behind for others to come. I mean, you're going to be in the Library of Congress. So, I mean, that's huge. And but thank you so much for being a part of the book and helping others.
You bet. You're very welcome. And thank you for the opportunity.
For those of you who are wanting your copy of the upcoming Art of Connection book coming out on February 17th, visit us at 365networkingquotes.com. That's 365networkingquotes.com. We're already working on our second edition to the series that will be coming out the end of this year. If you are also interested in being an author contributor in the next book, when you go on to our website, click on the calendar, click on the date you want, and lock in your date.